Hey guys, welcome to Kludgy Tech Time. I'm David, and this is my Mavic Mini, and it pretty much sucks so far. So I've got 4 reasons. Stick around, and we're going to talk about those. Thanks for sticking around, guys. This is my Mavic Mini, and I say that it sucks. Now, I'm hoping it's just this particular one and not a common issue across all Mavic Minis. I'm returning this one, and I've got another one coming here, I hope tomorrow or maybe Monday, and I'm going to redo my first impressions of that one because this one has not worked out well for me so far. So I've got 4 reasons why. Now, the first one, again, I think is because this one just has a problem with it. Now, I don't know why it has a problem. I don't know what the problem is, but the video sucks out of it. So I hate to keep saying that word, but it's really true. And the reason is that it just starts shaking. And about 50% of my video out of this is just trash because the video's shaking. You can see it on the screen just shaking or pulsating or jello-y or something, and it's just not normal. Now, the reason I think it's just mine and not a general Mavic Mini issue is because I haven't seen anybody else report this issue. It seems like all the other YouTubers that made videos about it say that it works well. I haven't seen anybody in any forums or Facebook groups or anything like that complain about this particular issue. So I think it's probably just this one, and I'm really hoping that's the case. And that honestly is the reason why I say my Mavic Mini sucks. I'm not making a judgment across all Mavic Minis until I get my next one to replace this one, but this one right here sucks because the video is just absolutely unusable. The second reason why I haven't been so happy with my Mavic Mini is that I actually had kind of a flyaway with this one, and I really don't know what caused it. I've looked at the logs, and I really don't have an idea of exactly what happened, but I was just finishing a movement. There was a building, had kind of a cool top on it, had a bunch of pigeons all around it, and I did kind of a pullback on it, an up and out, and then I was just starting to do kind of the reverse and do kind of a down and in towards it, and all of the sudden, so I'm facing this way, all of a sudden it just takes off and goes like this and hits about 65 miles an hour while the it kind of went into FPV mode because it was at such a bad angle that the gimbal couldn't compensate for it, and it's just screaming away from me. And I don't know what caused it, right? It was cold outside, but it hasn't happened the other days when it was the same coldness outside. The wind was blowing, but it was blowing maybe 15 miles an hour, a max gust of up about 22 miles an hour as far as I can tell from the weather reports. And so there's no reason that a 22 mile an hour wind would cause it to take off at 65 miles an hour maximum speed going away. So it wasn't like an ADI mode type of thing where it was just drifting with the wind. It was definitely not that. So I don't know what happened. I got an error message on the screen when it happened. It started complaining about not enough power, things like that. But if I remember right, it was like 50% battery or 60% battery. So it wasn't like it was super low or anything like that. I just don't know what happened. And the logs really just don't give a lot of detail. So that's kind of a confidence killer right there in it. Now, of course, I've had kind of freaky stuff with my other drones happen here and there, but I've never had one take off at such a rate of speed, just crazy like that. So it was, just within 2 or 3 seconds, it was, from a couple hundred feet away from me to, a couple thousand feet away, it just screaming away. And thankfully, the angle that it went, it didn't fly into a building or something like that. If that had happened, that could have been pretty bad. Somebody could have got hurt if it had hit something then fell down on them, or, so that's a little bit of a confidence killer. Now, I thought, okay, well, that day and the day before that I was flying, and the camera shake that I was just talking about, those first 2 I was flying, I was kind of operating the drone at its limits, and maybe close to and maybe below some of the or just past some of the limits. Now, those 2 days, the first 2 days I was flying this, it was down about 10 to 15 degrees Fahrenheit, so it was below freezing. And freezing point is really the lower end of the of the temperature range that DJI says. Now, I'm super careful because I keep my batteries heated. I put them in a cooler with a warm bottle of water to help keep my batteries warm on a cold days out like that. So I don't think it was that. The third day and the fourth day, I still have the camera shake. I haven't had the issue with it take off again, but it's been above freezing the last 2 days. But I still have the camera shake. So the weather's not really what's causing those problems. So those are really kind of the two big reasons why I'm just not excited about my Mavic Mini so far. I'm hopeful that my replacement will be better, won't have these problems, but we'll see. So the third and the fourth issues aren't that the Mavic Mini sucks or that my Mavic Mini sucks. It's just they're kind of confidence issues and in combination with the first two items I talked about. So the third one is that I get this aircraft power insufficient message quite a bit. Every flight that I've taken it on, I'm getting this message popping up, aircraft power insufficient. And it happens in different scenarios, and I'm not sure exactly why. I can guarantee you can get that message if you just put it in sport mode and you full up on both sticks, right? So you're full forward for speed and you're full up for gaining altitude. I can guarantee that you'll get that aircraft power insufficient message, but I also get it in other scenarios as well. Sometimes it just seemingly pops up when it doesn't really seem like it should. And when you're out over a river, that just is like, oh, you know, just kind of the little clinch factor, like, am I going to have a problem, right? So far, I haven't had a problem other than the one flyaway that I just described for problem number 2. But, you know, it's just one of those things that you're like, what's going on here? And I get it, you know, it's not just at the bottom of the battery pack when you get it. I get it, you know, 77% power, 50% power, you know, so it's not just the bottom of the battery where you're getting that. So that's just one of those like, I don't know. So I think that's something that DJI maybe can tweak and tune to fix that up and make it so that it's really only giving that message when it's a problem. They shouldn't be giving that if it's not a problem, right? Now, the fourth one that I said is also kind of a confidence issue is the way that the signal breakup works. So the signal, of course, this is a Wi-Fi and not OcuSync like the Mavic 2 or the original Mavic Pro. This is Wi-Fi like the Spark or the Mavic Air. You know, a lot of people have had kind of some issues with that over time. Mine, you know, have worked pretty good for the most part, but, you know, you get intermittent breakups and whatever. The reason why I say this one kind of seems a bit different than those is that the way it breaks up is slightly different and a little bit disconcerting. Like it'll just be sometimes a few 100 feet away, not even all that far away. You'll have a direct line of sight between the remote and the aircraft, and you're moving along and doing something, making a move, and it just like the screen kind of like freezes for a second, and then all of a sudden it like fast forwards and catches you up. Right? So it's like this little delay for like half a second to second, sometimes, you know, a little bit longer than that. And if you're doing kind of a technical move in and around things, or, you know, you're doing a, you know, kind of a sweep around something and trying to do something cinematic, it just messes you up, right? First off, you know, if you're coming in and you're coming close to something and then maybe going to rise up over it, right? And it freezes at the wrong time, and then all of a sudden fast forwards and goes, you know. If you can stay steady on your sticks and not mess up that footage, well, good for you. For me, it just, you know, it makes me kind of adjust my sticks, right? Oh crap, what's going on? All right, so I can't necessarily, it's hard for me to follow through and just trust that it's still moving. But it's also kind of a safety issue, right? You know, if it freezes up at the bad time, you know, maybe you run into something. One of those kind of confidence issues, right? If you're trying to get something really cool and trying to be safe about it, has that breakup, and how it works is just kind of, it takes a bit to get used to. All right, so those are my 4 initial reasons why I say my Mavic Mini sucks. And really, the reason I say my Mavic Mini sucks is that first issue with the camera shaking, it just ruins all my footage. There's not a lot I can do about that, so I'm returning it. Hopefully got another one coming soon, and hopefully my next one I can say I love my Mavic Mini because I won't get that shake. It'll probably still have, you know, the third and fourth issues, but those are issues that I can kind of deal with and kind of understand. We're talking about a $400 drone here, entry-level drone. So yeah, so you just got to take what you get. when you get that. It's got a lot of really cool things. I really like a lot about it. I'm going to make a bunch more videos and talk about those reasons about why I like it, but those were my 4 reasons why my Mavic Mini sucks. So what do you guys think? Are you guys having the same sort of issues? Have you seen anybody else have the same sort of issues? If so, leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think. Otherwise, get out and go fly it. Have a great day, and I hope to see you on another one after you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Ciao. See you guys.